So what I'm going to do is, as part of the self-defense module or whatever, is I will show you how to set up simple takedowns using punches instead of our usual kind of wading in and getting ties and things like that. The first takedown is our most basic takedown from our most basic punch. I start with my right foot forward, southpaw. If you start with your left foot forward, that's fine too. Whichever way it is, your partner is just going to match your stance. Not mirror it, but match it. Ha! All right, so like I said, I'm right foot forward, so my jab is going to be with my right hand. Okay? Now, just like Tyler's shown us in the striking classes, when we jab, we want to make sure that we're doing a few things. We're covering one side of our face. We're dipping off the center line so that our head just isn't right in the line of fire. And also, we're stepping forward. A typical jab would be kind of a fencing step, nothing too extreme. We are going to exaggerate it today because this dip and this extension is going to double as the beginning of our takedown. Same sort of footwork. When we go into that double leg takedown, okay, we have that same level change and extension. So we're going to cover that level change and extension by using a jab and by keeping our hand in our opponent's face. All right? Now, from here we begin our takedown, and it's super simple. This knee is going to drop approximately on the line between Tyler's feet. Here. I wrap around his legs. This foot is going to come up in line with Tyler's two legs here, so we have a straight line going through. And finally, this back foot is going to step on the other side of him, forming a kind of block, so that when I lift him, he gets taken down over that blocking leg. See it again. Step, dip. This is doubling as our penetration step. We drop, we come here. Notice that this foot came up in essentially a line alongside Tyler's leg. Second leg will step up next to his, and we're going to rotate him over that leg using my head, pushing on the side, and my arms pulling this way, like I'm turning a big wheel. Here I go. Come in, boom. Notice how we land inside control. Guard is passed. This is because we've succeeded in getting that big rotation. We're passing the guard in midair, essentially. All right? Step in, hand goes in his face, exaggerated step, drop, we're in line. Head is up and inside on his ribs. The second foot blocks him. See how my foot is in his way, or my knee is in his way? As I lift, that becomes an axle that he can turn on like a wheel. Last one. Okay. If you're having problems getting that pop or that lift, you're probably not getting your leg in place, and your hips are probably a bit too far back. Step in, step, and as you come up, we're gonna drive our hips in. Ah! And that will cause the person to lift. If you're familiar with like Olympic lifting or kettlebell swinging, it's that hip hinge motion where they lock out, get their hip forward, and their core tight. That causes the person to pop up like a bar. Cool?